Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the Daily Nipah. Rika Frude Simulator 24 Game of the Year Edition. If you want to download it yourself, which you absolutely should, it's up here in the link. Sockspace.io. We also had another Nipah yesterday. In case you missed it, you should go back and watch. Yesterday's was a wild one of a lot of good rolls. But let's see if we have our Rika number or not. Hey, it's possible, mob. Nipah! Gotta get that first Nipah in the day. Not get the miracle, though. Nipah, 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 Nipah. Nipah, Nipah. So, yesterday, I did end up watching another episode of Odd Taxi. It was the episode where Yano runs into Otakawa. And, seeing that in English was hilarious. The dude who does Yano's part does a pretty good job. I will say that much. I think they do a pretty great job, all things considered. Can't be hard or easy to VA a character like that. Oh my god, what is all the ones? I saw 5 ones a second ago. We got 4 ones there. Rika, we're going in reverse -ka. Don't you want a Nipah? See? Or you get another fucking frying pan to the face. How about that? Alright, it didn't work. Try it again. Maybe we'll knock you upside the head with knowledge in the library this time. But off stream and my personal profile, I cherried Party House. That one's really incredibly fun. I also cherried Caramel on my personal profile yesterday, which was a lot of fun. Caramel actually had like 5 lives on the last boss, and I beat it with my last life. I was being a little bit reckless in my first few attempts of it. It seems like if you just don't get hit for the entirety of UFO 50, that would be the high score. I think that one would be a really fun one to try one of these days. I feel like once we cherry a significant portion of these games, just going back and trying to get better scores or whatnot is going to be a lot of fun too. I mean, heck, I've already speedran Velgris and played Kick Club in a hell of a lot. So we might warm up with a Kick Club today. That sounds kind of nice, honestly. Oh, Nipah. Oh. I need to shave. I hate body hair. I just so hate. I wish I could get rid of all of it. Minus eyebrows and the hair on my head. The rest of it can just leave forever. Your internet is still out? How is that possible, Mob? How have they not gotten your internet up yet? There's no way, right? There's no way. Oh, still seems like there's a lot of internet outages down there, so maybe, man. That's fucking... That sucks. That's a straight, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not a connected straight, but a straight nonetheless. Alright, let's see if we can get any other Nipahs here. But yeah, it's... Tried a couple of games off stream yesterday. Oh shit. Let's see here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna... Oh yeah, Kick Club. Party House has to get cherry today, I think. I wonder what the highest streak in Party House going is right now. What the hell? But I did have 2 pounds of watermelon for brunch. That sounds tasty. I love watermelon. It's so good. Oh my god. Roll them dice, Rika. 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 Yeah, I did see a new gif of Rika getting smacked in the head with a book. It's not quite as good as the frying pan one. I mean, the frying pan one is unbelievably good. But it's still hilarious. Poor Rika Fruite is just a fucking... Is just a... Oh god, what's the word I'm looking for? Just a machine for getting murdered? A... something for getting violently destroyed each time. If we get a 2, 2, 4, 6, 4, 2, that'll be a 2, 2, 4, 8, 4. But that's gotta be one we go for. Gotta match my username. Nipah. Dang. But maybe we'll actually finish Onion Delivery later. That would be nice. Divers and Grimstone are things we have to get into, but those would be like specific days kind of things. Well, not Divers, Grimstone for sure. Grimstone will just set up and play for like a whole day when we get back to it again. It might be worthwhile to open Pilot's Quest, of course. But honestly, I don't see myself running out of playing other games, so I don't really need to rush into it. But I guess we'll see. Oh my goodness. Oh, hey Karma, thank you for the Gluck. How are you doing today, madam? Madam Dragoness. 2, 3, 5, 5, 6. Three chairs away from having them all, and it's such a weird fit. Oh, wow. You have 47 cherries. Good shit. That's pretty incredible. Way to fucking do it, lady. I got Party House and UFO, or not UFO, Caramel on my other profile last night. But I have to do Party House on the stream profile today. Oh darn, I have to play more Party House. What's up, Steel Eyes? Nipah. Party House says my most playtime. That's incredible. And not surprising whatsoever. That game's addicting as hell once you get used to the system in it. I like Slay the Spire. I like Dominion. I like games where you build your deck as you go along. It's literally just that on the NES. Or not NES, the LX, sorry. Let me not disgrace the LX system like that. Yep. It's just so addictive. It is. I know I've said a bunch, but I'm not even usually that much of a deck build. Oh, yeah. It's very simple. Like, I think it being on a retro 80s system lends it well to its, simple design and an idea. And I think it being as simple but as fun as it is with the theme of making the, you know, the best house party you can each time in 25 turns is great. It's very simple, very quick once you get it down. It is really one of the best games in UFO 50. Yep. And there's just because there's so much random, like, there's like a million scenarios or something there, like, there is only a limited number of characters, of course. However, I was thinking about this. When they inevitably come out with sequels on the LX, like Kick Club 2 and Camouflage 2, which is going to clearly happen, Moss Mouth, they can go really deep into the Party House idea and expand on it a lot. Maybe have like twice as many characters in a Party House 2, or Party House 2 like Castle Edition or something silly like that. To where it's like twice as big or something, and you have to do something else. Like, it can be really silly like that, but you can do a lot with that. Like, you really can do, like, it's genuinely one of the things that fits on a classic system much better than you'd think, because you don't really need much animation in it. It's basically just cards that are slightly animated. And they have abilities and stuff. Like, it's such a simple idea that works so incredibly well with retro classic style gaming. They could absolutely do sequels to a lot of these games. And I think Party House could be a game on its own. A lot of these games could be a game on their own. It is a deck builder. What's up, Rungo? Yeah, Kid Club 2 would be amazing. Just go play Dominion or something if you really like it. And sure, if you want to. It's its own style. I, for one, love it. It's so quick. It's so fast-paced after you... One of my biggest things, of course, as a speedrunner, is once I get used to something, I want to do it faster. I want to do it faster, and I want to keep doing it faster. And that's not even to speedrun. That's just how I generally feel about games, because when I get comfortable with them, I will just start flowing in and out. Oops, clicked the wrong thing there. Where are we? There we go. I just naturally speed my gameplay process up. Yeah, and it gets to a point to where sometimes I can play a little too fast, but some games don't have the ability to really push the speed when you're doing it. And what's cool about retro games and the LX system in general is that you really can just fly through menus, play games almost instantly. And the games that you play, they, like Velgress, when you die in it, you restart, like, instantly if you want to. And you're right back in the action. I love that. And all the games on here, I feel... Oh, that's a pretty interesting roll. All the games on the UFO 50 have that kind of feel to them. So it's like... Give me more. Give me sequels. And such. And it's the same way, like, when people watch me play XCOM, they're like, I can barely keep up with what you're doing. It's because I've played it for fucking a year straight. And I figured out all of OXCE's, like, speed up options, so I end up menuing and doing turns in it really fast. Which I think is much more intriguing when it comes to games like that, when it comes to watching them. Because there's so much tactical aspects of it. So, speeding up in XCOM, there's no straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Speeding up in XCOM doesn't really, like, help whatsoever. However, the flow of the game and watching it, when you watch somebody do it really fast, is really interesting, because XCOM has so much dynamics to it when it comes to enemies above you, enemies to the side of you. You gotta think of the whole field in a 360 kind of angle. There's enemies flying above you that can see you. Can they lob a grenade over a wall or something? Can you shoot through an object to get to another enemy? There's 1,000 questions on every turn in XCOM, which is why I find it endlessly fascinating to play. Much like Party House, once you get adjusted to it, like, you just kind of get a feeling for where you want to go, what you want to do. But it's never a guarantee. And that's why Party House is so fucking, like... You just want to play more, because it's just that intrigue, like, okay, I've had a similar deck to this, but it's not going as well. Why? Okay, what can we change up here at the end to kind of make it work? You know? It's got that I am doing something the same, but the options are vastly different when we get to that same spot. And then you can equip your people with so many items in XCOM for any situation possible, but you only have so much room in your inventory. So you have to have specialists that can do specific things, take out specific targets, or, you know, whatnot. And, like, in a somewhat similar vein, it's just, you got this unlimited strategic kind of thing that once you get the basics, there's no real mastering unless, like, I can feel like you could master vanilla XCOM AI a little bit because it gets pretty stupid and predictable sometimes. Not so much in Rosigma because there's a fucking million enemies in it. But in default XCOM, I've definitely watched speedruns where people knew exactly where they were, like, walking back and forth and stuff. It's more of a strategic level than on the maps. Yeah, it's definitely more strategic, for sure. Is it because of how much you understand about the game? Pre-modded versions, the modded versions definitely add spice. Yeah, absolutely. Knocking on the coffin, Slay the Spire. I love Slay the Spire. I've been actually watching some YouTube on it lately. I don't know Slay the Spire cards nearly as well to be doing shit like that. Like, I feel like I'd have to play Slay the Spire for like 500 hours to get a good idea of each deck, enough to be able to just pluck cards that I want in specific situations. Because a lot of deck building is not so much just getting the single or two single cards that you really want. It's about limiting... Another fucking straight. It's about limiting, how many of each card you get to have the deck flow appropriately without either overstuffing it, because then you're just not going to get the cards you get, or not getting enough of the good cards so they just never come up in time. Straights are the most common thing on here. They happen all the time. Where are we at? Alright, we got 46 more fates here. The complicated puzzles lately. May I let the one I'm currently addicted to? Oh, yeah, go for it, Rungo. Talk about all the stuffs. This is a chat about chit-chatting. We ain't just talking about Rika's amazing game here that you can download right here and join yourself and get your Nipatsies rolling. Talk about everything. But yeah, that's a large reason why XCOM is just so interesting to me. Is that there's just endless answers to the same question, and almost none of them are 100% correct over another one. And so sometimes you just gotta hit end turn and see how well it works, you know? Real Warhammer 40k XCOM-like game? I think there is one, isn't there? Similar to Picross, but harder. The original rules are by the Zack and Zachtronics. What is this? Dungeons and diagrams. Rules. Every spot of this terrifying labyrinth is either a floor or a wall. Rows and columns list the number of walls they contain. Put all the walls in the right place to win. All the floor space in the labyrinth is connected. Every dead end has a monster, and every monster is in a dead end. Treasure chests are a 3x3 room with only one exit. They can be located in any of the 9 rooms. Nowhere outside a treasure room is there a 2x2 floor area. The corridors are tight. Mark walls with left click, floors with right click, and Z to undo. Sorry if you are on a touch device. Interesting. I have to check this out a little bit. Oh, yeah, maybe not. It's like XCOM, no. Like an actual XCOM-based... 40k-based XCOM game would be kind of wild with how many vehicles would be thrown into it. how many soldiers you would have. But like XCOM hands itself well to the Warhammer tabletop verse. It just doesn't quite come through like flawlessly in XCOM, but it does so well that like it's just really fun to me. It's larger to make it exponentially harder. Interesting. Interesting. There's so many games, so little time, you know? Rika not having a lot of interesting rolls today besides like 16 more straights. You got a Nipah tucked in your little skirt pocket there, Rico? Yeah, Warhammer 40k Cascade Demon Hunters. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought there was one. I've been curious about it. I've heard people point it out. But the OG XCOM, like, there's just something about the OG XCOM that is so inviting to play over and over again. Like, the managing system in it is nice to me. With a 40k theme, okay. It might be worth checking out then. I really like Rosigma though, and they've done a lot of great upgrades to it again recently. Like, the Scion's got a ton of cool shit. Catachans are in there now. There's gonna be another main character soon. I saw 5-1s there for a second, Rika. I saw that, you little mouse nose. Get your mouse nose. Oh. Mouse nose part 2. Alright, fine. No more mouse noses. Decided to start out as an overpowered site, as in you're a bunch of space marines. Your first enemies are pitiful human cultists. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, Scions or Grey Knights... Knights? That's not right. Death Watch, like, all of them against the early game it's kind of like that if you plan according... Ooh, that was a close one. We almost had another. That was our first interesting roll of the day. Alright, there we go. If you play SM Tweaks mod, you definitely get that experience. Derek's boosted the Marines. I used to love that one back in the day. Found a Liberation. Nice, nice. See, 40k wasn't anything I was really super into. 6, 4 plus 2 is 6. 5 6s. It wasn't until Rosigma that I really got back into it. Like, I played Blood Bowl. I was very aware of... That's almost the exact same roll back to back. If this was a 4, all that would have changed is the 6 and the 2 would have swapped. Alright, we got 5 fates, Rika. Let's do it. Nipah, 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 oh, you almost did the thing. Nipah, 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 Nipah. Come on, Rika. Ooh. I gotta give Rika all the cheering right now. What's up, Shima? Last one of the day. Nipah. Oh. Well, that was another 200 tragic fates for our girl Rika. Unfortunately, no Nipatsies today. Had some fun rolls, lots of straights again. Hopefully tomorrow in our journey to free Rika Rude from this unfortunate time frame. But if you would like to play this yourself, please, by all means. Socks make people sexy.itch.io. Go ahead and download it. Trying to get to 1,000 downloads for the end of this year. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. And enjoy and come along. And there's tons of other great games there too. Like, it's just not this amazing one. There's games with a little bit more into them, like Synchronized and ASDF. But until next Daily Nipah, thank you for joining today, YouTubers. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Positive vibes. Have a good rest of your day.